Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm so tired. It's 10 o'clock. I'm just now getting up and moving. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is because I have been denying myself carbs for the last couple of weeks now. Has it been 2 weeks? It has. It's been almost 2 weeks. Or is it this new medication that I'm on? I don't know. But this is just an impromptu live because I wanted to give you an update on how things are going with the new diabetes diagnosis. And I wanted to try a new breakfast. Can you see this? I'm going to try to get that up to the camera. This is Mucilix from Bob's Mill, the red mill, instead of oatmeal because I think the carb count is a little friendlier with some fresh blueberries in there. And then I want to talk to you about our giveaway coming up. We're having a giveaway this Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Time. I'll be going live. I'm not sure if Papa Jim will be here with me or if he's going to take the dogs and, get out of Dodge and go do some other things. But we're going to have our giveaway. I was late in getting out our 500 subscriber giveaway. Good morning, Casey. I'm announcing that I'm having a giveaway this Sunday at 6 o'clock because, like I said, I didn't do it at 500 because I wasn't feeling well. You guys know the story now. And on Sundays, our 1-year anniversary on our channel. So I thought, let's do the giveaway then. No more mucking around here. Let's just get it done, commit to it, and let's move forward. So Sunday, 6 o'clock, I'll be doing a live. I've been playing with StreamYard a little bit to learn how to do the little giveaway thing. Thanks to Monica over at Bland's Promised Land Ranch. She's been helping me with that. So we're going to do the giveaway and everything's going to be, well, I shouldn't say everything. Everything, almost everything is going to be handmade. Good morning, Dana. So I'm going to be having hand crocheted dishcloths, dish towels, canning mats. Hello, canning mats. This is a new pattern. It's one that I'm actually going to be making a PDF for, putting it up on Etsy. So if you want to crochet your own canning mat with this pattern, I'll put the pattern up. And then also I'm going to be doing a tutorial. So you can watch a tutorial as well to learn how to crochet this really pretty canning mat. Do I have one handy? What did I do with them? Where'd they go? They're right here. I lied. They're not right here. They're back here. Oh, stretch. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So these are the canning mats. Beautiful, beautiful pattern. I need to sew the ends in on this one still, but I've measured them out to the depth of the counter. Where are they? Right there. Beautiful for setting your jars on when you're canning, and so that you don't get the thermal shock on your counter, and 100% homemade. Also, you suck at crocheting. They're not shells. They're not shells. You're going to have to wait for the pattern in the tutorial. They lay flatter than a shell, but they still have some nice texture. I tried a few different variations for crocheting this, and I didn't like how some of them allowed the jars to wobble. So this is a very nice flat pattern, but thick enough that it gives you good coverage, and I just think it's beautiful. So I still have yet to name it because I think everybody kind of maybe throws their own different spin on this type of a stitch. So not quite sure what I'm going to call it yet, but I'll be doing, oh God, I look awful. I'll be doing that. So here are kind of the basic rules. You have to be in the live because we're going to do a word generator. So you have to type in the word when I say it. So we will probably set a predetermined time. If somebody doesn't claim the prize, we'll go on to the next person. Which everybody's in there. They have to put the word in, so they should be there. So there's no reason they can't claim the prize. Open to you, the continuous US only because I'm not rich. I cannot afford to send things overseas and up to the north. I'm sorry, Erin, and I'm sorry, Rochelle. But I'll post the pattern. You can crochet one. Let's see. Of course, you have to be 18. All those crazy things. I think what I'll be doing is one winner for the giveaway. Once you've won one thing, then it's open to everybody else. That's what I think I'll be doing. And I'm excited to throw some really fun homemade things in there. So we will be doing that. Just call it the Alicia, stable and very useful and beautiful. Dana. Oh, goodness. I appreciate that. Just do a different word for each thing so it updates who is in there at the time. Yeah, I thought I would do, like if I do 2 canning mats, I'll do mat 1 and mat 2. Thing 1, thing 2, things like that. So I want to report to you that this morning my blood glucose was 178, which I know is still high, but that's the lowest it's been since I've started this. And I've been faithful every morning to test my sugar. Now, I had a friend ask, are you checking other times during the day? The doctor only told me to check in the morning before I ate. Hello, Small Town Outdoors. How are you doing this morning? Welcome. B&B. Oh man, I wish I had a B&B. I'd love to have a B&B. So my sugars are coming down. I'm feeling exhausted. Your face and neck look slimmer. Yeah, I've lost some in my face. And now I've got my little turkey waddle starting there. But I've lost a lot, like below the waist. My pants are just sagging on me. I'm noticing it a little bit here now too. I think I'm down unintentionally 35 pounds. 30 before I started eating better because of the diabetes, 5 since then. So, but today I went shopping. I'm going to do, if anybody's interested, and I guess I don't care. I'll do it anyways. But not looking like this. I'm going to do a grocery haul. I went grocery shopping the other day, and I really, really put the time and effort into finding things that I can have now on this new diabetic plan of eating. I'm not going to call it a diet. And one of the things I was looking at is they didn't have any steel cut oats. And I know I've got some somewhere in the pantry, but they take so long to cook up. So my girlfriend said, look at getting groats. Well, they didn't have any groats at this little store where I went, but they did have this Bob's Red Mills mucilix. And it's a whole grain mucilix. And I could cook it up in the microwave or on the stovetop. And it has relatively low carbs, lower than what any of the oatmeals did. So I grabbed it and I threw in some blueberries. Thought I'd give it a try. It has almonds in it. That's good. What is a groat? A groat, and maybe Casey can help with this because I don't know exactly how to explain it. I don't know. It's some type of, it's like in between oatmeal and steel cut oats is my understanding. It's supposed to cook up easier. It's supposed to be kind of almost like a grape nut thing. Honestly, Biddy, Dana, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. All I know is it's a grain. It's somewhere in between steel cut oats and rolled oats. Good morning, Sherry. I was just sharing my new breakfast on my new diabetic eating plan. I've got some mucilix from the Red Mill and some blueberries, and it actually tastes pretty good. And I don't have any milk, so this is just as is. And I sprinkled just a little bit of monk fruit brown sugar on it. And I think, you know what I think really gets me is I think some of these things that that are names of food throw me off. Like, and maybe Sherry knows what groats are. Maybe Sherry can chime in too and say what groats are, because I honestly don't know the description of it, what exactly it is. But like groats, I mean, who would eat groats? I mean, it sounds gross. If somebody said, would you like a big steaming bowl of groats? I'd say, ugh, no. And just like the sweet onion jam that I posted the other day, that sounds disgusting to me, but it is so delicious. Ghee. I mean, that just sounds awful, but it's really wonderful. And so I think for some of these things like monk fruit, this monk fruit sugar, my friend was saying, have you tried monk fruit yet for your sugar substitute? And I'm like, she goes, it's real. It's made from this fruit. And oh God, that sounds awful. Monk fruit. I mean, why don't you just call it a shit sandwich? Casey says, I bet you can tolerate ancient grains. These newer foods are killing us. Tastes good is great. I'm proud of you. Monk fruit is okay. I don't care for the aftertaste, but I'm proud of you. Thank you. I am trying. Good morning. Pew, pew, pew. Hey, girl, hey. Casey's in the house. So that was my purpose for coming on today, was to report to you my lowest blood sugar yet. I'm getting pretty good at poking my fingers. I'll tell you something that happened though. It says I can test alternate sites, like on my forearm, I can test. You know, my stomach is completely numb because of the surgeries I've had. So I thought I'll just start poking myself in the tummy and I won't even feel it. Well, I can't get it to work either way without really making the depth of the needle more. But I was trying to do it on my forearm the other day, and I put it up there against there, and I clicked it, and it didn't work. So I thought, well, I'll change the depth a little bit. Excuse me, I'm choking on a blueberry. So I changed the depth of the needle a little bit, and I put it back on my arm, and I pushed it in my arm, and then I clicked the activator, and I had the damn thing upside down. And that needle poked me right in the middle of my finger because I was holding it upside down. Oh my gosh. Right into the pad of my middle finger. I jumped up off the couch so fast. It wasn't even funny. I think I just must have been in a fog, because why would I hold it upside down? I don't know. I don't know. Is E3 here? Good morning, Tiny Tim. And look, you see what I'm using for my spoon? I'm using a little frozen yogurt spoon. And this way, I'm not polishing this off in 4 bites with a regular size spoon, right? Taking my time. Getting the soluble fiber in here one tiny little bit at a time. It made your finger hurt. You know, Biddy, Dana, I showed my very first finger poke. Finger poke. I showed it last week or 2 weeks ago on the camera here. It wasn't that bad. But I do admit that I still kind of do this every time I go to push the thing to do my finger. But I've been doing alternate fingers, and I do them on the sides. And I need to do my nails. My nails are, I need to put some color street on my nails. And Dale popped in. Good morning, Ann. I'm sharing with everybody about my giveaway this Sunday, 6 p.m. Central. Everything, everything homemade, but I didn't tell you the main prize. I shouldn't call it the main prize. I think they're all good prizes. All homemade, but Monica over at Bland's Promised Land Ranch, she keeps hinting that she wants me to make sure that in my giveaway I include a jar of my Pepperfetti sweet and spicy pepper jam, pepper jelly. So I will be including 1 jar of the pepper jelly. It is so beautiful and delicious. Matter of fact, that tutorial drops today. There's a premiere today. I think it's at 5 o'clock. Hey, Chris. Good morning. How are you doing today, buddy? I'm being good. I have to tell you, and let me tell you what else I'm being good with. Oh, look, it's already all gone. I'm drinking so much water. Being good. I went 2 weeks without a soda, and hubby brought me home a diet A&W root beer. It's not diet. It's zero. It's A&W zero. You see that? You see how full it is still? Let's see. I don't know if you can tell. It's still, half full. That's on day 3. I'm just sipping on it. Tired and good? Me too. I'm tired. Look, don't I look like a hot mess? There's a pepper jelly. I'm doing the pepper jelly today, Sherry. And I really want to encourage you, Sherry, get 3 Vidalia onions, Slice them up. I know you don't like onions and you're working on this, but slice them up, put them in a skillet and just saute them, caramelize them. Pick up some balsamic vinegar, which I know sounds awful. That's another one where I think things are named where it just makes me go, ugh. Good morning, Laura. Balsamic vinegar and brown sugar. And just mix that up and cook that down, put it in a jar and stick it in your fridge. And the next time you have a meatloaf or a roast beef sandwich or a burger or a grilled cheese sandwich, or even if you just take a flat of bread and put it in the broiler with some cheese on top and then spoon some of that on top and warm it, it is so good. And I had somebody say the other day that they're really not into vinegars. I'm not either. I'm really not. I don't know how these people can drink apple cider vinegar every morning, put it in their water and drink it, because I can't do that. But this balsamic vinegar, I can't even describe the taste. It's almost like a soy sauce or a teriyaki sauce, but not. But it's got that component to it. Try it. Yes, pull up those big girl panties and try it. Casey still has peppers frozen to make Christmas pepper jelly. Everybody took all the fun names. I was researching so I could come up with a name, and everybody had all the fun names. So I thought, well, pepper fetty. If people are going to call it funfetti and still the funfetti name from the Pillsbury company, I'll do pepper fetty. So it's my sweet and spicy pepper fetty jelly. So delicious. This mucilix is not bad. It's got more of an earthy taste to it than just oatmeal does. I don't know what all grains are in here. I did notice that they snuck in some raisins, which is maybe why the carb content is at 14 instead of maybe a little lower. But it's still lower than the oatmeal was. It's still lower than toasting up a whole grain English muffin. It's a little chilly this morning, so it's nice and warm, and it's something a little different. So the other thing that I have, because I was going to do this, drinks it straight from the bottle. Oh my God. Dana. I'm going to puke right now. I can't. How could somebody drink apple cider vinegar right out of the bottle? Is that what you're talking about? Is apple cider vinegar? Oh my God. Oh. The other thing I got was, and I know I've got it in my pantry, but I bought more because I know I need to eat it, is I bought a bag of chia seeds. Chia. So I'm going to make chia pudding, and then I'll have chia pudding with my Greek yogurt and my blueberries. See how that goes. Oh, Dana. Oh. Good morning, Lynette. This is just an impromptu live. I was going to do a video to tell everybody about my giveaway, and I thought, why do the video and the editing, and I'd have to do my hair, and I thought you guys will love me the way no matter how I look. So here I am early in the morning at 10 o'clock because I slept in again. I'm sleeping a lot. I think it's the medicine. Right in the head. Oh my goodness. Man, I wish I could put my finger on what this taste is. There is one of these grains. It's not setting me off, but it's catching my attention, and it's so earthy. I'm not sure. I mean, it's not like I'm having to power through, but it gets my attention. Now, I didn't know this had raisins in it, but I did, for days that I don't have the cran or the blueberries to put in, I did buy little individually packaged trail mix packs. So there's tiny little semi-sweet chocolate chips. So I know I can't really eat a lot of chocolate chips, but I can have a few. Almonds, walnuts, little things in there, so I can really dress up my mucilix. I remember growing up, there used to be, and maybe there still is, the box cereal of mucilix that you would eat cold. But I've pretty much been told to stay away from all cereals. Isn't that cute? This is from the yogurt store. Every time we go to the yogurt store, which is only once or twice a year, I grab a handful of these at the counter. I use them for like adding my ghee to my frying pans or anything little. But I figured this is a nice way to just enjoy my breakfast in tiny little bites and stretch it out. Casey, as far as the exercise goes, on days when it's not frigid, I'm walking. I walk anywhere. Don't teach me. I walk anywhere from like a half a mile to a mile and a half on the gravel road. So I've been doing that, but it's only on the days where it's not frigidly cold. Like this morning, everything's frozen over and there's patches of ice out on the road. So I won't be doing that. But I turn the TV on and I do some dances. I think I was telling you the other day, I really like that man from the Philippines that gets the people out in the park and they dance to like disco songs. And I do a couple of those at a time. So I'm exercising as best I can here in the house. I still have to bring my drum ball set in from the summer kitchen so I can do that. I have a beverage cooler, those round ones, and then an exercise ball on top of it. And then I have drumsticks and you do just different moves. So much fun. If you haven't seen those yet, look that up because those are fun things to do. It does look like a little spatula or a shovel, doesn't it? I love it. I love it. I think I have like 10 of them. I've got an affinity for them. I'm throwing my food around. It's an exercise drum set. It's a big exercise ball and you drum on it. It's so cool. I'll have to bring it in and show you guys, but it's hard because I can't do music because I don't want to get a copyright. But you stand in front of this, those big round beverage containers, you get them for like, I don't know, $10 or something at Walmart. They're round and they have the rope handles on the side. That's your base. And then you put a big exercise ball in the base and then you stand in front of it or you walk around it while you drum on it. And what's really neat, good morning, Giggles Prep. Hello. While you walk around it or stand in front of it, however you want to do it, you have really nice long drumsticks. You can use wood or you could use like acrylic ones. Acrylic, I don't know, they're plastic. And to the beat of the music, you drum on the exercise ball. So that's low impact. And it makes different sounds. And so you can like drum on the top, drum on the side, and then you drum on the base. And that makes a different sound. And then you can even bend all the way down and drum on the floor. And then as you walk around, you can do knee lifts or you could do arm lifts, whatever you want to do while you're dancing to the music and you're beating on this little exercise ball drum set. It's a lot of fun. Play something out of the audio library from another device. I can try that. But I actually went live for my cancer support group last year when I first started doing this. And I thought it was just in my ladies' cancer group. So I look like a hot mess. And I'm in my living room and the living room's a mess. And I'm singing, it's all about the bass, out the bass, no trouble. And I'm just singing and I'm dancing so I can show them that this is something they can do for exercise after their cancer treatment. I didn't know it broadcast to my entire Facebook. And I've got like 400 or 500, 600 people on my Facebook page. Everybody saw it. It's embarrassing. I did the chicken dance too. I was like, and I'm beating all over this ball. It's fun exercise. And I was doing it for a long time. And I moved it out into the summer kitchen in the springtime so I could exercise out in my summer kitchen during the day. And then I was doing, what's great though, is like when you do the lower parts, you can squat. So you do squats, right? Well, I hurt my knee. I fell last year and I hurt my knee and it kind of aggravated it. So I stopped doing it. But it's coming back in the house. And I will be doing that for exercise. It's fun. I think it's a fun way to exercise. We've already had our first snow. We'll be getting more snow, so I won't be going outside to exercise much. But I am finding, Casey, that when I eat, then like 20 minutes later, I'm asleep. I'm out. So I try to get and do something, but it just knocks me out. And I am eating low carb. I really am. I'm telling you guys, I'm giving it 100%. Dana, you don't have to squat. What's really nice too is you take 2 drumsticks, and if you just tap on the top of the ball, maybe you could do side steps. But then, let me set my oatmeal down on my knee. Ouch. You can take the drumsticks and you can kind of like do a side lean and do the side of the ball. So you're working your obliques. But you know what's going to hinder me now? I know I'm just a mess, but listen to this. So I had let me hold it up here. I had a steroid shot in my wrist right here because I had like a trigger thumb last January. And I don't know what I've done to it, but I've reactivated that injury. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to hold my drumsticks and tap on them. But I'll show you, like, this is my good hand. And that's it for that. That's as far as I can get that thumb to open. And that's with pain right here. De Quervins is what I have. And I don't want another steroid shot. I've had steroid shots. This one in my wrist right there. When I walked out of the room, everybody kind of looked at me. So I know they heard me going, my thumb is burning. My thumb is burning. My thumb is burning. You know, Chris, I'm finding a lot of help on YouTube, just finding different ideas for things to try. So see what you can find to see what you can try. Dana's had both knees reconstructed, so it's a no-go. You don't have to squat, Dana. Can you do like a side step? You know, right, left, right. Casey really has to watch what she eats. Stephen knows, especially when we go out to eat, that he will have to drive because eating out makes me fall asleep too. I think I'm insulin resistant. It's amazing. We would go down to the taco place, and I will get like a cheese enchilada, all beans, no rice. When this is before I was diagnosed, I just don't like rice. And we get in the car to come home, and we wouldn't be 2 miles out of town, and I'm like, all the way home. We had dinner last night. I was just craving grilled cheese sandwiches. I had to have a grilled cheese sandwich and some tomato soup. My bread that I found only had 2 net carbs per slice. So I had my sandwich, and just like, not even this, I had a ramekin of tomato soup and the sandwich. And 20 minutes later, I'm sitting here going, I'm just out. He's like, are you okay? It's like, yeah, I'm just really tired. And I sleep for like 20 minutes, and then I get up and I work on stuff for my YouTube stuff. I had acupuncture for tennis elbow years ago, both arms, and oh my God, it hurt worse than childbirth. But one treatment fixed it. I had gone to a chiropractor acupuncture center for this thumb at first. And it was like $80 or $90 every time. And all they did was this ultrasound treatment on it. And then he came in with a spoon, and he like rubbed on that tendon with a spoon so he could try to break up anything that was in there. And I did it 3 times, and it just got to where I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. I mean, I didn't even have this much range of motion. And ooh, it's clicking. It's that tendon. It's clicking now. I didn't even have that much range of motion. So I said, forget it. And I went and saw the doctor, and he said, yeah, it's de Quervins. He says, I'll give you a cortisone shot. Nice doctor. He was foreign. I don't know where he was from, somewhere European. And I'm going, my thumb is burning. He's, oh, Miss Alicia. And he's like rubbing my arm. Miss Alicia, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Miss Alicia. It's like, oh, shoot me again. Such a nice doctor. He felt so bad that he hurt me. Love acupuncture. It works for a lot of things. I will admit I've never had acupuncture. Maybe someday. I wish my mom was still alive. My mom was a massage therapist. And I know my mom would get in there and she would work that tendon and she would break up anything that's messing with that tendon moving smoothly. What it is your tendon has issues and it won't move smoothly through the sleeve that holds the tendon up against your wrist. Broke cowgirl, she's had it for 6 months. Took turmeric tablets and did ice and then hot and fixed it myself. I just picked up turmeric tablets, turmeric curcumin. My brother has been preaching that to me for years, and I've kind of been like, off and on, off and on. My brother's a pharmacist. Yeah, scar tissue in there. So, and I think my crochet aggravates it, but it's okay. I'm still crocheting stuff. So I picked up a new tablet the other day when I was out. I picked up a new bottle of turmeric and curcumin, and I will actually start taking that today. So I'm having a really hard time. I was telling my friend, where did it go? I was telling my friend that I'm so foggy, guys. I will sit here and eat and I will take my medicine. And no joke, 2 minutes later, I will ask Jim, did I take that pill? Did I take that? It's staring me right in the face. It's sitting right here. I don't know if I took it. So my friend said, when you take it, you turn the bottle upside down so you know you took it. Good tip. Good tip. I had a steroid shot in my knees about 2 years ago before all this mess that broke out. Man, you want to talk about stepping high and looked like I was marching for about 20 minutes. I've had steroid shots in my elbow for my injury from my potential shark attack. If you guys haven't heard that story, Casey knows it's hysterical. But I ended up having 3 steroid shots in that elbow. And the first one was given to me by a doctor in urgent care, which never, ever, ever get a steroid shot from a doctor in urgent care. Go to a hand specialist or go to an ortho specialist. I dropped the F-bomb, ladies and gentlemen, so many times. You would not believe how many times I dropped the F-bomb while that man had that needle in my elbow. And he acted shocked. It's like, don't be a baby. I don't know what's wrong with you. That sucker hurt, man. I had a bruise that big around on my elbow and it's swollen. You've had them in your shoulder and back and didn't work. I'm sorry, Chris. Fuga Homestead's here. Good morning. So I've had a few new people come in. Not new, friends that are just coming to the party. Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Time, live stream. We're going to have our 500 subscriber, which is late, and 1 year anniversary giveaway. Everything is homemade. So I have not subjected myself yet to another steroid shot. But just like holding this hurts, but I'm left-handed, so I have to hold it with my right hand. But yeah, that wrist, just messes with you, you know? I wish it was, ow, it popped. It's popping. Oh my gosh. Wish you could hear that. I wish it was like one of those ganglion cysts where I could just smack it with the family Bible and it would be all good and done with, but it's not. So, you're cooking and listening. I really only plan to come on here for 2 minutes, guys. How long has it been? 35 minutes. Jim's going to say, what'd you do today? You know, why a steroid shot? A cortisone shot in the wrist will help with, it helps with the inflammation and everything for this thumb. I had one in January. It worked miracles. A what? Betty? Betty boo. Did I say something wrong? A steroid shot? A cortisone shot? I should do this every morning because, guys, it's taking me 35 minutes to eat my breakfast. Good morning, Matt. Okay, giveaway. Sunday night. Come one, come all. Open to the continuous US, 18 and over. One gift per person. All homemade. And we'll celebrate reaching 500. I'm at 710 this morning. I'm on my way, guys. I'm on my way. I'm not quite on the downhill slope yet. When I hit 750, then I know I'm on that downhill slope to 1,000. And we're going to make it happen. And I'm at about 2,300 watch hours. A ganglion cyst, Dana. Have you ever, let me set this down. Have you ever had something right here on the top of your wrist and it almost feels like a swollen lymph node and it's tender? It's called a Bible cyst or a ganglion cyst. Huga gets them in his knees and they hurt. My doc sprays that numbing stuff and they put it on athletes. I tell him, don't be shy, spray it on, right? Numb the crap out of that before you stick a needle in me. Anyways, you just get these little bumps on your wrist, right where the wrist bends. And it's a cyst. And they're called ganglion cysts. And I get them every once in a while. I don't know why. I don't know why you get them. But back in the day, the reason they were called Bible cysts is because people would put their hands on the table and somebody would take the big old heavy family Bible and smack the shit of your wrist. Just smack it as hard as they could, and it would burst that cyst and you wouldn't have the pain anymore. So that's why they're called Bible cysts, or they're called ganglion cysts, and which is such another weird word. We have so many weird words in our language. But I've never been, I get them to where I can't even, I can't do dishes because just the motion of holding a dish hurts that wrist so bad, I drop the dish. So, you wish you could have some of that spray in your preps. What kind of preps? I had to do a prep. I had to do a prep a couple years ago. I have to do a prep again for another test coming up. I have to drink that nasty, nasty stuff. And when I was in chemo, when I was undergoing chemotherapy treatment, we had this stuff called Miracle Mouthwash. And it was a lidocaine mouthwash that you would rinse and spit out, and it would just numb your entire mouth. And that's because with the chemo, you get mouth sores. All my teeth were loose. Like you could wiggle all of my teeth. It just bloody mess. It was horrible from chemo. So I had this Miracle Mouthwash that I could rinse my mouth out with. And then I had to do this test after I was done with chemo. And I said, can I have another prescription for the Miracle Mouthwash? I'll gargle with that so it will numb the gag reflex so I can get that stuff down that I have to drink. They told me no. Whole new term for a Bible thumper. That is exactly right. Oh, long-term prepping. Got you. Smack with a Bible is like stomping on your foot so your hand doesn't hurt. My mom used to say, it's like hitting yourself in the head with a hammer so you don't feel the pain wherever it is you're hurting. What's up, little Harley? My little blind dog. It's okay, buddy. So I wanted to numb the back of my throat so I could take that stuff, that prep. They said no. They were afraid that if I get that sick drinking that stuff, they were afraid that I would vomit and I wouldn't know that I was going to vomit and then I would choke. Hugo would like to have it in their first aid kit. Yeah. It would be a good thing to have in the first aid kit. I will tell you that I had a port. I had a port right here. You probably can't see the scar, but I have this big scar right here. I had a port in my chest where I would receive my chemotherapy. And there's a cream you can put on there to numb it before they put the needle in for you to get your IV. Good morning, Gail. And one time I didn't have my cream to numb it. And I ran into a pharmacy and the pharmacist said, oh, here, try this. And there is this, swear to God, hemorrhoid cream that has lidocaine and prilocaine in it. And it numbs the skin. It's okay, baby. It numbs the skin. So I did that and it numbed it. So if you want something for a prep kit that's going to numb, it is available at Walmart. It is, and it's over the counter. It is a lidocaine and prilocaine cream, topical cream only. EMLA cream. That's what, yeah, I usually get the EMLA cream prescription, but I had left without it and I couldn't get any. So I used that. It was a hemorrhoid cream and they let me use it before accessing my port because they were going to clean it all up anyways and the skin is numb. But if you want something for a prep kit, get the lidocaine and prilocaine cream from Walmart. Thank you. You know this little, where's it at? That right there, I have no idea what that is, but we found it here on the farm when we moved on the farm. It's a very old farm implement. 1, 2, 3, jump. Ooh, say good morning, Harley. My blind baby. He's so sweet. He sits up here. He smells the mucilix. He thinks I'm going to feed him something. Oh, so yeah, that's my mad cow and all of our stuff. Look at that cowboy. Look at that handsome cowboy. Isn't he a looker? He's a stunner. Stunner. It's my biological dad. My mama knew how to pick him. He's a good looking Marlboro man right there. Looks like a pull for a well rope. Probably. I think it was the coolest thing. I had a kid out here helping me clear some of the property. And he says, oh, this is really neat. Can I have it? I was like, heck no, you can't have that. That's going on my wall. And it did. It went on my wall. It's been there ever since. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me for breakfast and the update on my blood sugar. Good morning, Southern Roots. And for those of you just joining me again, Sunday night, 6 o'clock, 1 year anniversary giveaway that we're going to be having. My shower. I need one. My sugar is down to 178 this morning. So I am working on it to lift the hay in the hayloft. Oh, the whole hay system is down now that the barn has collapsed. I've got somebody out there taking the barn down and they've saved all of that. We told them they can scrap all the metal they want. So that's coming. The barn's almost completely gone, guys. And then I'm going to have this big concrete slab. I don't know when the concrete was put in. The barn is from, the house is 1902. The barn was built shortly thereafter. So it's well over 100 years old. And even the assessor's office says that the barn and the corn crib and everything is 1902. But there's this concrete floor in there. It's a rough concrete floor. There's little kitty cat paw prints that run all the way through it. I think it's so adorable. So adorable. Thank you, Gail. So I'm going to have a whole big flat. And I was thinking, I should do an entire raised garden bed out there with my troughs that I do the raised garden in. But then my son's like, heck no, he's putting a mort building on there. He's moving on to the farmstead. It's like, all right, come on. If you want to do that, that's what you can do. I don't care. I believe at one time it was a dairy bar the way it's all set up. Yeah. And it's only concrete. I've got a lower level of concrete, a higher level of concrete, and then I've got dirt on the far low side. And then it goes all the way down around the back was dirt. And then it's got more concrete on the outside where the feedlot was. And I know the people before us, they didn't necessarily have dairy. Who knows? I don't know what it was for, what it was used for early in the day. I know when the first tornado hit it in 1960, there were hogs in there because the barn was literally lifted off of the foundation and slammed back down and killed the hogs. Then the barn was restructured. And then we had, it wasn't a tornado because we didn't have any rotation, but we did have straight line winds that came through a couple of years ago and just took the barn down. So I want to put a raised garden. My son wants to put a building up out there and like a big, it looks like a metal shed on the outside, but then when you go on the inside, it's a house. He wants to put that out there. So I'm going to tell him, just go ahead. My cousin has terracotta floor tile in his house that has chicken, dog, and cat and goat prints in it. I love it. Broke Cowgirl. When I used to have the barn all set up, all cute. I had it decorated and everything, and I had it set up with bales of hay to sit on and a table, and we'd have picnics and cookouts out there and everything all the time. And I had a table that we'd picked up in the trash. It was actually in the trash. Really nice table, and I had chalk painted it. And then my husband, he took our brand, which is this Circle T back here behind me, took our brand and he branded it into the table. And I was going to do a two-tone, and I had where the little kitty cat had walked across the table with paint on her little paws, and I left it. I thought it was the most adorable thing. I loved it. So I've got little paw prints all over the place where things have walked through things, and I love it. All right, guys, I should probably do something with my day. Thank you for joining me for breakfast. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on Sunday for our giveaway, okay? Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Know I love you and I appreciate you all. And for everybody who's new here, thank you for joining me. I hope you come on over to the channel. Thanks, guys. No Bible smacking. I promise I'll behave myself. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.